So, I've got another ace grading return, and today we're going to do a little bit of an experiment. Does ace grading add value? Well, hopefully we're going to find out today, guys. It's going to be good fun. Let's go. Now, just before I jump into the grades and whether they added value, a couple of bits of admin to go through. Firstly, if you haven't done it already, guys, do consider hitting that subscribe button on the channel, ring the alert bell, and giving the video a like. Supports the channel would be very much appreciated. Secondly, I want to let you know that all the cards from today's video, we are going to be giving away and auctioning off to raise money for Rocking Horse Children's Charity over this weekend coming July 29th and 30th, but I'll let you know more about that a little bit later on in the video. And lastly, a massive thank you to Ace Grading. They knew that I was doing this for charity and everything I was doing, so they graded these for us for charity. So thank you so much to Ace Grading for doing that for us. And as a thank you, as always, I have my affiliate code that you guys can use to get discount at Ace. So if you want to submit some cards to Ace, use code Mattculli on their site when you're doing your submission for 5% off. Makes a real difference because right now it's only £3 for an Ace label and £10 for a standard submission, so it's super cheap anyway. Plus the 5% off, you can't go wrong, guys. So do go and check out Ace, link it and everything down below. And then final piece of admin is to just let you know exactly how we're going to work this out. As we go through each card, I will then bring up what the raw value of the card is based on eBay sold, and then we'll look and see if we can find an equivalent Ace that's sold, or whether there's like other grading companies that have sold as well to work out the value. And then we'll also have the value of what it costs to grade, and we're going to call it £15 because that's the standard price with an Ace label on that, and then that will work out whether or not we've added value. So yeah, we'll go through all that in a minute, but anyway, let's jump into the grades. All right, guys, card number one, we have got the Dendini. Oh, in a 7. Okay, that's pretty brutal, to be honest. When I said this, I thought this looked really clean. Now, what I would say is one thing is Ace do offer a grading report. So, like, unlike with PSA, you know, when you get your car back and it gets a grade, you're like, how the hell did it get that? You kind of just have to work it out yourself. You can pay £2 to see the grading report on a card, which does help. I tried it the other day with a card that I couldn't work out why it didn't get like a 9 or a 10. And as soon as I looked at it and it highlights the section, I was like, okay, yeah, I can see it now. So I might actually check this one out after the video now, just to see, because I thought this looked really good. Like the back, there's like no whitening that I can really see on the card. But let's bring up and have a look at some of the prices, see how this went. I'm not holding my hopes that this added much value. Right, so just had a look. Raw price of this card, you're looking about £4 in mint condition. Yeah, not as much value as I thought. I think I made an error. It turns out this was the trainer toolkit one, and I didn't realize that when I did it. So it's a bit of an error on my behalf. It's not the most expensive alt art at all. Probably not one I'd advise you grade if you're looking to sell. For your personal stuff, love it. I think this is great. It's in my binder. I love this card. But yeah, for selling, maybe not. Because yeah, in a 7, you're kind of looking at around the £12 mark in a 7. So yeah, unfortunately, I didn't add any value on that one. Right, next up, we've got Reshiram and Charizard. Now, I love this card. This card is so sick. We've got the Ace label on all of these, by the way. I made sure to pick ones because I really feel like with Ace, one of the big things for them, and I've actually noticed if you look at sales on non-Ace labels compared to the Ace label version, people pay more to have the Ace label when they're buying it. Having the Ace label adds value above a standard one, which I think is really cool. And like for me personally, my favorite part about grading with them, the slab feels awesome, but that label is really cool. And we got a 9 on this. We got a 9. I think that's going to be quite harsh because I feel like, you know, with these Japanese cards like this, getting 10s is an easier thing. So I'm not sure how well a 9 is going to do with adding value, but let's have a look. So I just had a quick look, guys, and raw, you're talking about £9 for that card in raw. So not, again, a very expensive card. Maybe those first two or a couple I'll use for giveaways, I think, rather than maybe auctioning. Hopefully they'd raise money for charity and people would really get behind and support it. But yeah, about £9 in raw. In a graded version, now an equivalent PSA went for about £25 in a 9, so we can probably take a little bit off and maybe call it around the £20 mark. So with grading fees being around £15 with an Ace label and a standard turnaround time, which is actually cheaper this month. If you grade with Ace this month, it's only £3 for an Ace label, but I'll go for what their normal price is, so we'll call it 15 and we'll go along that lines. So yeah, you unfortunately, no added value on that one. Not the best of start here. I've got hopes though, I've got hopes. All right, next card, here we go. Hey, let's go! I love this card. I've graded so many of these with Ace now. I honestly have. I think they're awesome. And I've managed to actually have, I think, 3 of them back in 10s now. And I've graded about 6. So I just love it. This is actually their first ever Ace label. This is beautiful. And actually, I know because I sold one of these on Whatnot recently that this 10 does add value above the standard card. But we're going to double check anyway. I'm going to have a quick look at the prices, but what card? Okay, so raw value is £15 still sealed, and just about, that's kind of like at a push. Whereas in an Ace 10, and there's actually sold data on this one, plus I know I sold one, and I'm going to actually go with what I managed to sell one on Whatnot, and that was £55 that I sold this card for when you take off the grading fee. Yep, that definitely added value in a 10, that one. Right, next up, let's see what we got. Oh, Radiant Zard in a 10 with the Ace label. Stunning. I love that little design actually with the little stars and the little flicks of flame. That actually looks really, really nice. They try to like carry on the background, don't they? Up from the card rather than that bit there. Absolutely gorgeous in a 10. This one, I'm intrigued actually to see. I have a feeling there might be some solds on this card, but let's have a look. Okay, awesome. So I searched it up and actually there was a raw version and an Ace 10 with an Ace label that had sold just below it. So raw is going for about the £7 mark. In an Ace 10 with an Ace label, £40, $39.99 it sold for, guys. So yeah, straight away there, we got value added in that one as well. Really good to see. Now I'm going to highlight again though, I do really feel like you have to, with these modern cards, if that was a 9, I don't feel like it would, but I feel like it's with a lot of grading companies. 9s just don't add much value nowadays. You do have to get 10s. That's just something I'm feeling. And I'm interested to actually get your thoughts on this, guys. Let me know down in the comments down below whether you feel like 9s now have really lost their allure and it's 10s or nothing now. What do you think, guys? Let me know. All right, next card. We've got a few more to go. And so far, we've got 2 added value, 2 didn't. Let's see if we can get some more. Oh, I got the 9! Damn it, the 9! I was really hoping this one would get a 10. I've already got one in my own collection. They got a 9. I actually know roughly the value of this anyway, and actually I do know. And chucking it. Well, I can pretty much tell you here, guys. So, like in a raw, this card's going for about £20 right now. And in an Ace 9, it's selling for about 30. So you're not really, when you take grading fees off, you're actually losing a bit of money grading the card. If you get a 10, however, in an Ace 10, that does add value. It's around the 50 mark that it sells for an Ace 10. But unfortunately, in a 9, it doesn't really add the value. But still, it looks so cool. Just right, next up. Oh, let's go. We got the 10. Score Bunny on the ball. Hitting that 10. Gorgeous. Okay, this one I don't know about the value, so I'm intrigued to see how this gets on, but we've got that beautiful Ace label there. What I love about this card, by the way, UK exclusive. You couldn't get it anywhere else. It's so rare that UK seems to get stuff that you can't buy out elsewhere, so it's really nice that we got this whole run of them as well. I like that. Okay, so I've just checked, and raw, it's actually really cheap to pick that Score Bunny up still. Even sealed, last sold to around the £6 mark, which kind of blows my mind a bit about how cheap that is. I'm sure that price of these cards will definitely rise in the future, so maybe a good little one to start picking a bunch up on eBay if you can get them. But in a 10, guys, now there isn't any Ace 10s actually that have been sold. There are other grading companies in like 0.5s, and there's obviously some PSA 10s. PSA 10 was like 80 quid. So really, I think you're probably looking around the £50 mark, probably very similar to that Pikachu actually. So yeah, in a 10, this 100%, yeah, it adds value. Okay, let's see what the next card is. And oh no, this got a 9. We got the Sobble on the ball in a 9. Unfortunately, wicked label once again, but shame that one only got the 9 on that. Really, is there is that bit of white in that corner. I can see a couple of things. I don't think I expected this to get that 10, but you never know. You live in hope and you live in dream, right? But no 10 on that one. We only got the 8. Now, I actually saw the prices, funny enough, when I was looking for Score Bunny. So you are looking around the same, so around that £6 mark raw. And actually, in lower grades, these really don't add a lot. You are talking about £15. I saw some 8s of the equivalent ones selling. So yeah, that one didn't add value. It wouldn't need that. That 10, you are talking around the £50 mark as well with adding value. But in an 8, didn't add value, I'm afraid. Just before showing you with these grades, guys, I do want to just clarify to you all around the charity giveaway live streams and auctions that have coming up this weekend, July 29th and 30th. So on Saturday, I am going to be live on Whatnot with a charity auction. I've been donated a bunch of stuff, but so I've got these slabs, I've got some of my own slabs, some amazing items that we're going to be auctioning off for charity live on starting at 12 p.m. and then finishing whenever we sell it all, of course, guys. And every single bit of money that we make from that stream is going to be going to charity. I'll explain more who they are in a sec. And then on Sunday, I'll be live on YouTube with live guests and giveaways, as well as giving away that PlayStation 5 right there, guys. And we're going to be doing this all in aid of raising money for the Rocking Horse Children's Charity. They supply life-saving equipment and support to children's hospitals in Sussex, where I live, and I know firsthand the amazing work they do, guys. My youngest son, Logan, he was born 2 months premature, and he spent time in an incubator, and it was supplied by Rocking Horse. And this charity, being such a small charity as they are, the money that we raise doing these events and these streams makes such a difference and can really help them support families across Sussex. So I really hope we can smash it, and we're going to be doing that by doing these auctions, by giving away that PlayStation. And if you want to help, you want to try and win that PlayStation, or you just want to help the charity, what you need to do is head to the Tiltify link down below. That's a charity link that will donate the money straight to charity, and every £5 you donate, you will get 1 entry into winning that PlayStation. So if you donate £20, that's 4 entries. You get it, guys. Yeah, you'll see it all in the link down below. And also make sure to tune in to that Whatnot auction as well. I will put a link in the description down below. Again, all proceeds from that stream will be going to Rocking Horse Children's Charity, and hopefully we can smash it. I have a target of £5,000. I really hope we can do it. I know it's such a tough time right now with the cost of living and everything, but I know that you guys really get behind these events that we do, so I'm really hoping we can do it. And yeah, we put a lot into this, so fingers crossed we can smash it for them, because that charity means a lot to me. And yeah, and I know it means a lot to families across Sussex, so I really hope we can smash it, and I just want to say thank you in advance, guys. Right, we have 3 cards left. Let's see. I know I've still got some big stuff to come. Come on. I think these might be Yo Nagabas. They are. They got the 10. Okay, these I know for a fact add value. People love seeing the Ace label on these as well, because it lends itself, like that and this whole line are probably some of the best Ace label cards you can buy, having this design on it. They just look absolutely incredible. It's a gorgeous card. I am just going to double check the prices, but I'm pretty sure I know what they are, but I do want to check first. Okay, so raw, this is going to cost you about £21 is what the Espeon is selling for. The Umbreon is the big one, that's raw about 50, but the Espeon unfortunately doesn't quite hit those heights. However, with an Ace label in an Ace 10, $79.99 this sold for literally a few days ago. I'm literally looking at it right there now. That definitely added value, 100%. £15 a grade like that, because there's no value added fees or anything like that. Added value, but again, it had to be in that 10. If you see 9s, they don't add and really make it so much. It's that 10 really added value. Someone's at my door. Yeah, I won't lie, guys, that was a hair dye delivery. Right, back into the cards. We got 2 left, and I believe this is another Yo Nagaba. Oh, come on, baby. Let's go. We kind of know the values on these, because all of these, other than the Espeon, are actually very similar. I will double check them, but this is beautiful. In the 10, the Leafeon. I personally really like the design on the Leafeon. I think it's really cool, and that's stunning. Another beautiful Ace label in a 10. Raw, I know, is around 20. Let me just double check the Ace 10 though. And yeah, it was exactly the same. Another one, buy now, sold for $79.99. Exactly the same as the Espeon. So again, adding value right there. I think across the board it'd be interesting. I might even just put a little table up at the end, just clarifying the prices on a spreadsheet for you. And we'll see overall whether the submission added value. I think it'll be quite fun to see, but that's another nice one. Right, guys, last card of the grade reveal. Remember, all of these are going to be either sold to raise money for Rocking Horse or given away on the Sunday as well. So make sure you tune into all those links and everything down below. And let's reveal this last grade. Let's go, baby! This is good. Okay, in a 10 as well. Oh my god, this is actually quite a hard card to get in a 10, to be honest. A lot of them are off center and have funny corners to them and all sorts. As you know, print quality with Pokemon now is, well, Okay, so a raw value on this card, guys, is going to set you back around like 13, 14 pounds for this, maybe 15 if you can see a really, really good centered one. So we'll call it 15 just for argument's sake, because obviously this got a 10. And yeah, in a ace 10, well, there's some pretty good sold data on this. You've got as low as 50, but as high as 74 pounds that this is sold for in an ace 10. So yeah, another one that definitely added value. So guys, here you can see, here is the table of all the cards you got and the value, and as you can see, as a whole, we actually added value as a whole across the entire submission, over £170 I think it was in value. Unfortunately, I just looked at it, now it's up on the screen, but as you can see, yeah, it added value doing it. Now I do want to say, guys, that it is not all about adding value when you grade your cards. I think that's the one thing. You don't necessarily grade because you want to sell, you grade because you want to keep, and you should grade whatever card you want to grade and grade with whoever you want and whatever you think looks best for you. I personally love it. I love the ace labels, the character it adds, and the way they present and look as a whole, and also the service they offer. I think it's fast, efficient, really good, and if there are any errors, they're very quick to rectify them. So, you know, it's all about that. However, if you are looking at maybe moving into trying something else to add value, maybe ace is definitely one for you guys to look at with some of your cards about adding it. Look, they're not going to add as much as PSA. Some of the PSA data on these cards is higher. Would we have made more value at grading with PSA? Yes, but we would still be waiting for the cards and it would cost more and stuff like that. So it's all a balancing act here, but what I would say is it does show that ace are definitely going in the right direction. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on this and adding value and grading. I'm sure it could actually get quite tasty down in the comments after this video, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm very interested to see what you guys have got to say, so go drop those comments down below. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. Remember guys, charity live stream this weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Make sure to check out all the links down below. Get donating, dig deep guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well, hit that like button, all that lovely stuff. Check out some of my videos. Stay safe, see you in the next one. Peace.